of the NFL on EA Sports.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. He's brought for Johnson the numbers for his performance from last week. 19 carries, 61 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
I know we were assigned this game, but let's face it. This is the one we wanted, isn't it? A chance to watch an MVP candidate perform down the stretches 4 weeks ago. How are you feeling about his chances?
Well, I think he certainly has a shot. It's going to determine what he does and what the others around him do for these last 4 weeks. But more MVP chatter, it seems like, every year as you hit the month of December. This year's going to be no exception.
Yeah, I know he's not ranked number 1 right now, but if he plays up to his capabilities, I think he's going to win the thing. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
And no sign of him cooling down at all.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
2 yards. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go,
and it's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big to actually attain that first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Matthew Stafford.
Dean Lowry. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Able to hook up there. Incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's third down.
Incomplete.
This defense has been able to do these last three. Third and long. It's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Elijah Lee there to make the stop defensively.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second down. It's Jones. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 44. That one a first down pickup of 8.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Gain of 10. And a Packer first down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Lions nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Funches with a catch over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They go back to the ground with Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And the Packers aren't in for the score.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did, but let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man is Allison, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Stafford on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
For Kenny Golladay.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
King there defensively.
Throwing again. Stafford. Another throw for Golladay. This one complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
At his 49-yard line. It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Packers.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
17 yards. And a Packer first down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Now flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funchess.
Rodgers.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. On the delay, Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 20. Lions.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14.
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Matt Prater to kick off.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big run there by Jones. 44 yards.
4 yards on the play.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
The tackle by
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
brings up
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him to first.
Down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Pick up a 3.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called, they are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Jones on the run for Green
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. And that one going to be knocked away. And incomplete.
Carry on Johnson. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 6 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. They'll run it with Jones. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he finds Danny Amendola. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking sideline, incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It's caught outright, Amendola. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Danny Amendola. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Jones. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. And Adams has it complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Gain of 19 yards.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Jones again. The ball.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1st and goal.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. And in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackling that
Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
On 4th down, Stafford. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. They'll go again to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,